Hey guys, today we are going to be looking at the Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons, I think. Uh, Hailstorm. I don't know if he's a Scout class, Deluxe class, in between those two. I don't know what class he is. I want to say Scout class, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, here he is. He is green missile truck. I I don't know if it's a specific model, like if they based it off of anything. Um, but yeah, he's just olive green. He has some white and black camouflage markings. He has some. Uh, uh, this I think the treads. Um, I think are a completely separate piece of like brown plastic. Um, and the wheels for the tracks are painted silver. Uh, but yeah, you can see his little feet right there. But yeah, he's just a little missile truck. You can see his hands and his feet from up front. Mine, the like tabs or whatever, I don't know. That I'll show them off when I get into the transformation, but they don't really like to stay together. So yeah, this starts to like offset itself, like they don't look like symmetrical, like they're not like completely lined up. But yeah, uh, he has a Decepticon right there, since he's a Decepticon. His turret, or the I guess you could say turret, can move up and down, can move very far back, and then it can swivel 180. So yeah, it's not the strong like in the sense of like joints. It's the swivel isn't the strongest, but since it doesn't really um need to be that strong, it doesn't. So it's not a like uh it's not something bad. So yeah, he's just a little missile truck thing. So yeah, let's just get into his transformation. So what I like to do is I just like to swing the whole missile section up to get it up and out of the way. I'll show off his gimmick in robot mode because I don't know. It's the same thing both ways in robot and vehicle. So I'll just do it in robot. So I just like to lift that up to get it up and out of the way. So the tracks, I don't really know how they tab in or like what sort of peg or tab thing goes up underneath these panels or these sculpted panel pieces, but they do, and you just wiggle them free to untab them, or the legs, and yeah, they'll just disconnect, and then you come back here and you just wiggle these free, and also you want to come back here, shift these up like so. Then I like to bring you first separate that. Sorry. Then you swing it around and they'll tab together. Same thing on this side. And then straight. The hinges have to be like kind of in a specific area. And before you go fold the arms out, you have to get his head out. So we'll just pull his head out like so. Fold all this down and it will connect in. So there's his upper body. You can already see his legs already wanting to transform, and we'll bring the waist forward. And these tabs go in this little sculpted piece right there. And they don't really do a good job, so that's like the only annoying part of the transformation, is just getting the legs to like stay right there to get him, to transform. And all you need to do for these is just straighten them out, bring the legs around. So yeah, and there. Now you just swivel this around like so. Go straighten his head out, and you can either have him like this. But what I like to do is you can open this door. You can, and you can bring those out, and then hinge them out. Close that back up, and then you can orient these however which way, because there's a hinge right there, and there's a hinge right here. So if you want them like just basically straight from this, like over top of his head, or if you want him to look like shoulder pods or whatever, you can do whatever you want. And just gonna raise this up so I can get a little bit more of him in frame. Oop. So yeah, there is Hailstorm, all transformed. And going from robot to his like missile truck mode is a little bit finicky due to his the way his legs transform, but it's not too terrible. I like it because it's not, once again, it's not too hard, but not too complex. I think it could be a little frustrating for a younger child, or someone who hasn't been doing this for a long time. But yeah, I I just love his design. He's just a weird gremlin robot thingy that transforms from a missile truck. The missile pods, they're not spring loaded. They're like I'll just do it. They're like friction pieces. So, and I just lost it. But yeah, they have. Almost lost that one. It has this, little ball, then the like socket inside, so you can vary how hard it fires. So yeah, gonna have to pick up that other one later. But so rest of the reviews is gonna be with the one missing. But yeah. I like his. I just love his face. It's just so dumb. Almost reminds me of like G1 Crankcase. How his face is just like mean looking. Like he's just so unhappy. Um, but yeah, I just like it. And he doesn't have too bad of articulation. His arms can move in and out and in. Due to, if you can do that, you could do whatever that is. He has obviously a shoulder. His arms can go like this, and then he has a elbow with that ball joint. Nothing at the waist. Legs obviously are. I think they're ball joints. Nothing at the. Oh yes, at the thigh. Knee forward, back. I guess you could say forward, but back. And then he has ankle pivot both ways, and he can get super deep ankle pivot due to his transformation. And I really, really like this guy. There is a blue version, like a baby blue version of this guy. He has a different face. He's an Autobot, and his name is Mindset. He was released during Reveal the Shield. I do know that. But yeah, I just like this. I really like this guy. I don't know how much he goes like on the aftermarket. I know that I got him for like $8 or something. But yeah, just super, super. This is like what I love about these smaller scale toys, or like the old deluxe toys. If he is a deluxe, I'm pretty sure he's a scout, but I cannot remember. But I just love this like style of toys that he's big to, like whoosh around and play when, like Legends toys are only like that big or whatever. They're not very big. When he can have a gimmick, he can have a very fun transformation, a little bit of like finickiness, like fiddle factor or whatever, and still be fun to play with in both modes. Transformation, obviously, I said, is a little fiddly, but still pretty good, at least in my opinion. And he's just a dumb robot. He isn't like a regular old. He isn't like a Optimus Prime or like a Barricade or some big character. He's just he's just him. He's just a dumb robot. He's just a dumb robot. And I like him. I like everything about him, and he's just fun. I just love toys like him. Just characters that don't mean anything. You can just do whatever you want with them. Whatever design, whatever alt mode, whatever you want. If you make up a new name, if you use a non-existent, like a obsolete name, whatever. You can do whatever you want with them. And he emulates that. And I just love it. He's just so dumb looking. He's fun. Everything about it. I just like him, you know. So yeah, I really recommend getting him, or mindset his repainted counterpart. But yeah, I really like him and I recommend him. So that's really all I have to say about him. Is he may be cool, he may be dumb, fun, but there isn't too much to talk about because what you see is basically what you get. So till next time, see ya.